In this video, we will see how to create an expense within the web interface. But don't forget, you can also create expenses on your mobile phone with our app. But in this video, we'll focus on the web interface. So first off, select the Expenses tab, which is on the top left, the second one right here, and you'll arrive at this main page with the dashboard. Then click on Expenses, the first one in the panel, and this will direct you to the expense creation form, where you'll be able to add your expense. Now, you can see that you'll have to provide all the details of your expense in the new expense form, and you can see as well that the highlighted fields here, blue in this case, so they're such as the date, the category, the country, the gross amount, the quantity, those fields are highlighted, meaning that they are mandatory for you to fill out in order to submit your expense. So, depending on your company settings, user policy, and chosen expense category, you may be required to fill in additional, optional, or mandatory fields. For example, attendees or the supplier information. Right here, we can see right here. You can type it up and then the Google searches map will come up. So if you do Starbucks, you'll see the different Starbuckses in the world and you can specify which town and which place, more or less. So depending on your company's settings as well, the VAT rate and the amount can appear in this section here below. So let's fill out a expense. So let's say that yesterday I went and grabbed a drink for my trip at the airport. And the category is food and beverages. There we go, food and drink, perfect. It was actually in Belgium, so I don't need to change the country, but you can change it if necessary. The gross amount, it was about $4.99 for a nice Starbucks coffee, and the quantity is only one for myself. Don't forget to upload your receipt if you have it scanned. So click on the Upload New Receipt button right here on the right side, which will open up your computer Explorer. You can see that my Starbucks receipt is already ready to be integrated. And there you go, you can see that the receipt was uploaded successfully into the expense form. Now all you have to do is to save it, and you're done. But you can see as well there's different ways of saving it if you want. You can either save it simply and save it for your report later, or you can insert your new expense into an existing report. You can select the top ones here, or you can type into the search field for a specific existing report that you might have. The third option to save this expense is to click on the little arrow next to the saving button. When you click on it, you see you've got two options. The first one, save and create a similar expense. This allows you to save your new expense and directly start creating another expense that has a similar properties that you refilled into the form. So for instance, the same date, maybe you made several expenses that were on the same date. So that'll save you time as well. The second option is save and go to my transactions. This means that you'll save your new expense and your browser will directly bring you to all your transactions that you want to check and prepare for your report if you want. So there you go. Here are the different ways to save your own new expense.